Okay, everybody, so this is video 3 now. So the first video was just the room was empty and the walls were taped up for the ceiling painting. The second video was after the first coat of the ceiling paint. And now the new video is I have done 2 coats on the ceiling and the molding underneath the ceiling. And I think that's it for the ceiling, so I will show my results in a minute. I've decided that I hate taping, so that's probably my least favorite part of painting. If you go, overlap too much, then you've got places where you've missed paint, and if you go too little, then you've got places where paint's showing up on your other part of your wall. You'll see some of that in the ceiling in a second. The good news is, even though the molding, there's some white underneath, I've got to repaint those walls anyhow, so I will be doing the blue. The fun part then will be trying to make sure I don't get a ton of the blue on the white. So you'll see what I mean in a second. So really quick, second coat is on and all the tape is gone. I took all the tape down. So this is my light that I was telling you about, and we painted the box, the very top box, which used to be silver, is now white, which is hard to see. The light itself is like a black kind of bronze kind of painting. Just, it's a cute little light. So yeah, the ceiling looks really good. These tiles are like really weird because you can see like there's the gap between, and some of them still have blue. I tried with the brush, with the, I tried with the roller, and I wasn't getting in between them, and then I kind of started to go up on the ladder with a brush, and I did some of it, and you can see where it got white. Some of it looks really nice, but it's gonna take me like a lot of hours to go up and do every single tile. And then every time I go up there, it takes a while too, because I've yet to find a brush that really goes in between and gets it fixed nicely. So for now, I did some of the ones that were really big and noticeable, and then I figured maybe I'll go up and do some more later. But some of my little mishaps with my lessons learned in taping. So I got really excited. Here's a good spot here, you can see, kind of. Some of the molding was a little bit further away from the ceiling or wall, so I was like, oh, perfect, I can slip the tape up behind it, so I am sure not to get it on the wall. Well, that was a good idea, except for this project went several days over, and so the tape kind of got very comfortable where it was. So you can see like this piece here, that's not white that came on the wall, that's the tape I can't get out now. It's stuck behind the molding to the wall. So I'll have to go up there with a knife and kind of try to, get that piece out of there or cut it as close to the wall as possible so that I can do the blue. But you can see some places over here where, the tape must have not been all the way up. Although now I'm looking, that's another piece of tape where I thought I had a good idea putting it behind the molding and ended up getting it stuck. So I'll have to fix that. But like here, oh, that's another piece of tape. I can tell now that I got closer. But there are places where I know it's not a piece of tape, where the tape was not low enough, or whatever the case may be, and we got some on the ceiling. So I will go over that with the blue paint when I paint the blue part of the ceiling again, and then we'll see. I might have to come back and touch it up again with white after I'm done, but we'll see. Everything else did look pretty cool. I painted that hook that hangs like a little flag, or a little like kite that I have, a dragon kite I kind of hang from there. I did have the mishap with the heating duct. I was all proud of myself because I taped it up good, but this morning on my second coat, I kind of slipped and it like hit the tape, and I thought, oh, it's okay, it's taped good, but you can see where the tape got messed up, and some of the paint got in the heating duct, and then some of the blue still around it. So I might touch it up, might try to scrape some of that off the heating duct. We'll see. From a distance you can't see it. So my next phase is the lower wall. So I've got it all taped up, taped around the little outlets, taped the running, the molding on the floor. Of course, the most logical thing it probably was I should have pulled that off because then I wouldn't have to worry, is the tape covering it all, but I'll worry about it. Hopefully it's covering it good and I won't get it too blue. But yeah, so everything is taped. So I'm ready for my first coat of this. So I had originally thought I was going to get a periwinkle kind of gray, periwinkle purple blue color for the bottom wall. And while I was looking for touch-up paint for the upper blue wall that I'm leaving blue, I found this metallic blue paint. So I'm not really sure how it's going to look. That was just me screwing around. So when I put it on a roller and actually roller it, it'll be interesting what the whole wall looks like, but that's kind of the color that it's going to be. So that's where I am. I'm going to be painting the lower wall. Once the lower wall is painted, then it comes time for dealing with the blue. So we did have a little bit of trouble. We tried to do some patches just to see if we can get blues that kind of matched. And we were having issues where our blues weren't exactly matching. Color-wise, I think they're pretty close, but matte, like the finish, just doesn't seem to work. So you can see where I kind of painted there, and you can see how that blue totally does not match the blue that's there. There's another one over here where, again, you can totally see the blue does not match. So what we've decided to do is, again, everybody's like, well, maybe don't worry about the mural. And I'm like, no, the mural's staying. So what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to square off the mural. So some of it will kind of get cut off a little bit, but not any of the important parts. So I'm going to kind of like make a straight line, a little bit further off of his hand, and then make a straight line here at the top so that the, wherever would be straight so that the horns get included. Same thing here on this hand. Make like a straight line, and I'm going to kind of square it, so then it'll be square at the bottom. So I'm going to square the mural off, in a sense, tape around it, and then all the walls are going to get painted a dark, it is the same color. I don't know if he used this color or not, but it looks the closest I could get. It's called Ocean Deep. So I'm going to Ocean Deep all the walls. It will be a very similar shade of blue that it is right now. And then, so the wizard mural will be just squared off. So instead of just like going off, it'll just be like a square picture. So that I can get the same looking blue. And then wherever I have, like here will be, I'll have to use paint and a brush and kind of touch up in there. Because I won't, obviously, if I want to get this squared, there will be some places in here that'll get needed to be painted, and I'll just paint those areas with a brush and be very careful. And that's that, then that'll be done. And then it'll just be a matter of going back through the room and seeing, what do I need to touch up on the molding, because now blue went over it. And then in terms of the rugs, an update on the rug too. So I did mention that we had some weird stains, and I keep going back and forth like, can I really get the rugs done? Could I really just rip the rug up and put something simple down? And I kind of decided I just don't have the time for that right now because I got a lot of work stuff going on too. So I bought some stain remover to kind of see what I can do. And I was playing with it over here, and there was a spot over here that you can almost not see it anymore. So I bought two different kinds. One's a spray. And I did that area with the spray, and it did lighten it a little bit, but you can still see it. This other area, though, is a place where you kind of squirt the solution, and then you have like a scrub brush, and you scrub it, and that one came up really good. And I even did it over here in a spot where I had they think it's just wear of the carpet, but it did lighten it a little bit. So I think I'm going to try it over here a little bit, maybe tonight, and see how it looks in the morning and see how that works. That might be really exciting if I can get some of these stains lighter. So that's that. I did get one of my new wall murals is a lighthouse with a sunset, and so that's gonna go somewhere. I think it's bigger than I thought, so it is probably what's gonna go on this wall. And then this wall, I got some tornado pictures. I'm gonna be sticking on it, and then I think on the walls over there, on either side of the window, I've got some Aurora Boreas kind of mountain pictures, nice ones that'll probably go on each side of my window. And that'll be it. This room will probably fill up really quick, and then I will be in a hurry to get the next room done so that I can hang some more stuff on the walls, and then I'll be like, what am I gonna do? There's no more rooms to remodel. But anywho, so this is video number 3. I'm gonna do some painting, and might not get to be able to do much painting because it is already 7 o'clock and it's Wednesday, so I wanted to watch Chicago Fire. So we'll see. I might just do the sides over there and then do around the outlets and do maybe a bottom and a top. And then that way tomorrow all I have to do is roll. We'll see. Or maybe after Chicago 1 I'll come down and do a roll route on it, so that tomorrow I can then maybe start taping the upper wall and get that painted with a coat and see how close we are to that being done. Okay, see you guys later. Next video will be hopefully this lower wall, the metallic blue color. Bye.